Man, I don't think any of you want to go work in an office. So I continue to get popular questions around, or I guess questions around the popular subject of working remotely. And me being a person who works remotely, and I've worked remotely for years, in my corporate life I worked remotely a lot, and I did international remote work and remote consultation, and now I do all kinds of remote work, and I can just do 100% of my work wherever I am and wherever I want because of the way that I've structured my career. So I've got the question of, like, what exactly do I do to prepare for remote work? Like, how do I prepare? What types of things do I use to prepare? And maybe at some point I'll show everyone what type of equipment I actually use and kind of show what a day looks like when I'm doing my remote work. But for now, I can talk about it a little bit. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward. In cybersecurity and for the type of work that I do, like if I need to code or something along those lines, I don't even need the internet. And if I'm doing some writing, which when you're running a business, there's a lot of writing, there's a lot of reading, and then I just write and read. So it's not like I need to have much. You know, if I have my laptop and I can just connect to the internet and download some files, I just kind of need my laptop, and that's pretty much it. I do some specialized work, so I tend to keep some dedicated cybersecurity tools on me. So I usually have a laptop backpack. I prefer backpacks just because if I'm running around a lot or I'm in a hurry, if I have like a messenger style bag where it's off hanging on one side, it just kind of flops around a lot and it gets really uncomfortable, and then your shoulder starts to hurt, and then your spine seems to go out of alignment, and then you start to fall apart, and then you wonder if you're still in your earlier years of life because your back hurts all the time. Anyways, that's also besides the point. The point is, you usually have a backpack. And in the backpack, I usually like to use backpacks that are water resistant, if possible, because if it rains, I don't want my $4,000 like work computer, because I need a development machine, and I spent a lot of money on my remote machine. I probably shouldn't say that amount here, so that no one tries to rob me when I'm walking down the street. But I don't want my stuff to get destroyed by the rain, and I don't want my stuff to get destroyed on a boat. Actually, I wouldn't bring my expensive business stuff on a boat. And since I do film, sometimes I'll bring a camera with me, and I have my laptop. I almost always bring power banks so that I can charge everything, including my laptop, if I want to go sit somewhere that doesn't have a power socket. I usually like to sit in the shade because it's real hard to see your screen if you're sitting out in the sun, because the sun's real bright. And I do love coffee shops a lot. And if there's a coffee shop around and it's not inconvenient to get to it, I generally prefer to work at coffee shops than inside a hotel. And if I feel lazy, I just work inside a hotel or wherever I'm staying. I don't like Airbnbs because I've had bad experiences. Some of you probably had some good experiences. But yeah, I just go wherever I want, and then I take my backpack, pull out my laptop, pull out my power banks if I need to. If I want to record anything or film anything, I just use my phone if I'm on the go sometimes. But I do like to bring a camera with me since I'm trying to be a little more active online so that I can do things like answer your questions here on Ask Nato. So for the most part, it's pretty generic. The biggest thing is making sure that you have internet. I have some unorthodox means of getting secure internet connections around the world that other people probably aren't aware of, and I don't talk about those things. But you want to make sure that you have internet somehow, some way. And as long as you have internet and you have your laptop and you have whatever else you need, then you can pretty much do whatever you need to do. So I think what I'll go ahead and do is maybe I'll eventually kind of show you guys like how I work. I don't know if that's strange, but you guys ask these kinds of questions, so I'm like, well, all right. I'm like, yeah, like why not? So give me some time. Those videos take more time to make than these videos because these videos are much easier to make and I'm real bad at editing, but I can rant. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and like my content, and I'll catch you later. I don't even know why I'm hitchhiking right now. Whatever. Okay. Okay.